Indian economic updates. India has achieved a major digital milestone as Prime Minister Narendra Modi formally launched BSNL's fully indigenous 4G network, developed in collaboration with Tata Consultancy Services (TCS), Centre for Development of Telematics (CDOT), and Tejas Networks. This marks a significant step toward a 5G-ready future, positioning the nation among the few capable of developing and managing their own core telecom infrastructure. As part of the rollout, 97,500 mobile towers have been commissioned across India in record time. The network now delivers high-speed internet to 26,700 villages, directly empowering nearly 2.2 crore citizens in rural and remote areas who previously lacked reliable digital connectivity. The system has been built on the Bharat Telecom stack, a fully homegrown architecture. In this framework, CDOT manages the core network, Tejas Networks provides the radio access network, and TCS oversees integration and operations. Designed as a software-based, cloud-native and modular system, the network can be smoothly upgraded to 5G in the future without requiring an overhaul of infrastructure. This development is more than a technical upgrade, it reflects India's push for digital self-reliance under the Atmanirbhar Bharat vision. By creating and deploying its own stack, India reduces dependence on foreign technology and strengthens its strategic autonomy in telecommunications. The benefits extend far beyond connectivity. The 4G expansion will enhance online education, telemedicine, e-governance, digital payments, and rural entrepreneurship. It is expected to narrow the digital divide between urban and rural India, fostering greater inclusion and opportunity. BSNL already reports more than 20 million users on the new network, with plans to expand into enterprise solutions and private 5G networks. Overall, the launch represents a bold stride in India's digital journey, combining scale, speed, and sovereignty as the country moves confidently toward the 5G era. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the nation ahead of the rollout of the next-generation GST reforms, which came into force from today, marking a landmark simplification of India's tax structure. The reforms are being touted as a GST savings festival, timed with the beginning of Navratri, aimed at relieving the tax burden on ordinary citizens, boosting domestic demand, and driving the Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliant India, agenda. Under GST 2.0, the government has drastically pared down the number of tax slabs. The previous 4-tier system, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%, has been consolidated primarily into two main slabs, 5% and 18%, with ultra-luxury or sin goods placed under a 40% tax or retaining existing higher cess rates. Many daily essentials have become tax-free or moved into the lower 5% bracket. Items now exempted from GST include roti chapati, parathas, khakra, paneer, and UHT milk. Several medicines, medical devices, and diagnostic equipment have also become either exempt or taxed at just 5%. Health and life insurance premiums are among the services made entirely GST-free. The reforms are expected to yield substantial savings for households. In his address, the Prime Minister emphasized that income up to 12 lakh rupees is now tax-free, as established earlier, and that combined with the GST changes, citizens will see significant relief in cost of living, on food, medicines, personal care items, hotel stays, travel, and even vehicles. Automobiles have also benefited, small cars and two-wheelers have seen tax rates cut, making them more affordable. Home builders and sectors such as electronics, appliances, and construction materials, for example cement, are among other major sectors expected to gain. Government sources estimate the overall impact as a double bonanza to citizens, lower tax outlays via both GST cuts and prior tax exemption increases. The Finance Ministry anticipates a stimulus of approximately 2 lakh rupees crore through increased consumer demand. The Prime Minister also reiterated appeals to support Swadeshi, to buy Indian-made products, asking citizens to choose domestically produced goods in order to strengthen manufacturing, foster investment, and ensure that every state becomes an equal partner in India's development journey. Micro, Small and medium enterprises, cottage and small industries have been encouraged to seize this opportunity to scale up and contribute to global competitiveness. India has proudly introduced the Vande Bharat sleeper train, developed by the Integral Coach Factory in Chennai and overseen by Indian Railways. Following successful trials, the 16-coach train is set to operate on the Mumbai-Ahmedabad route, offering a fast, comfortable overnight travel option. Designed for long-distance journeys, it features one first-class coach, 4 twin-berth, and 11 triple-berth coaches, accommodating up to 1,128 passengers. Capable of reaching speeds of 160 km per hour, the train also includes the covered safety system to prevent collisions. Integral Coach Factory aims to produce 9 such trains by year-end, while manufacturers like TMHRVNL and Titagarh Wagons Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited are also ramping up production to meet increasing demand. The prototype, previously showcased in Bengaluru, received positive feedback for its comfort and innovation. This rollout aligns with Indian Railways modernization goals, improving long-haul connectivity across major cities. With its blend of speed, safety, and practicality, the Vande Bharat sleeper train marks a significant leap forward in India's journey toward efficient, affordable, and sustainable rail travel for its growing population. India has achieved a significant milestone in its renewable energy journey, tripling its installed capacity over the past decade. As of first half of the year, the nation's total renewable energy capacity, including large hydro projects, stands at 232 gigawatts, up from 75.52 gigawatts in 2014. This growth is largely attributed to the rapid expansion of solar energy. Solar power capacity has surged from 2.82 gigawatts in 2014 to over 108 gigawatts in 2024. Wind energy has also seen substantial growth, doubling from 21 gigawatts to 51 gigawatts in the same period. India's commitment to self-reliance in renewable energy is evident in its manufacturing sector. Solar module manufacturing capacity has increased from 2 gigawatts in 2014 to 90 gigawatts in 2024, with targets set at 150 gigawatts by 2030. Solar cell production has reached 8 to 5 GW, aiming for 100 gigawatts by 2030, while wafer manufacturing stands at 2 gigawatts, with a goal of 40 gigawatts. The government has also launched initiatives like the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, benefiting over 1.3 million households with rooftop solar installations. India's ambitious target is to achieve 500 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity by 2030, reinforcing its position as a global leader in the clean energy transition.